Okay, so we all know Eruption is a pretty damn good perk. It's funny because I remember using Eruption at times back when the RE chapter came out and there was no beef then. But as players began to use it more often, especially with Call of Brawling, the community claims that Eruption is an uncounterable perk to solo queue directly because they have no communication. Solos can't call out when they are about to go down, making those working on gens to suffer from being incapacitated for 25 seconds max. I will admit that it is pretty unfair that you have to guess when a survivor is going to go down just to counter it. Now I heard some people say that the way to fix this is by getting rid of the incapacitated stats effect, but wouldn't that just make Eruption a buff jolt in a way? Though being incapacitated is obviously the problem with the perk, I do however think it should stay, but just not as strong. I'll be frank with you, I thought of a few changes here and there, but still have small problems in them. Like for instance, I came up with an idea that maybe being incapacitated should only work on survivors that are injured. That way the perk has a counter to it, just heal. If the survivor doesn't heal and wants to instead rush out a gen, they suffer from possibly being incapacitated. And for healthy survivors who are working on the gens that have Eruption on it, that gen turns white from the killer's POV, letting the killer know that that survivor or survivors is currently on that gen or gens. But healthy survivors won't suffer from being incapacitated. The gens with Eruption on it will still explode and regress, but if a healthy survivor is on it, remember that gen will glow a white aura for a second. At first I was like, that sounds kinda neat, but then I feel like that's a bit harsh. I feel like that's a bit of a harsh counter for survivors. Why? Because this will simply build a new meta with anti-healing perks like Sloppy and Chlorophobia being equipped with Eruption. And Legion will be a bigger pain in the ass, I should add. So to have a killer whose power is to constantly injure you, and if Eruption was to work on only the injured, it's like the perk wouldn't technically be going anywhere in that instance because I feel you should rarely be healing in a match against Legion anyways. Do you think that sounds too harsh? Let me know down below. I also thought about simply just decreasing the time survivors are incapacitated to 12, 14, and 16 seconds. I'm only saying this because I think the incapacitated part in Eruption is not only meant to annoy the living hell out of survivors, but give the killer enough time to pick up the survivor, transport them to a hook, and hopefully find another survivor, or at least make your way to chasing another survivor, while the other survivors who are still incapacitated can't do gens within that time frame, giving the killer more control and pressure in the match. I really think this whole argument of whether the perk should be changed or not is 50-50, because in a way I don't even really blame the perk, I just blame the lack of features in a game like DBD, such as voice chat, ping system, mini chat box during the game, quit chat box, etc. You know, understand? For a game like DBD, I feel like it needs that for cooperation, especially if someone is playing that co-op solo, in which you primarily need that in order to counter Eruption. Because let's be honest, if DBD had any type of communication hub during the game, Eruption will be a very little problem, but for now it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, the new solo queue intel system is a step in the right direction and all, but I feel like in order to deal with not only Eruption but future problems when more chapters get added, which means more perks, just add some type of chat system in game and find some way to add 2v8 while you're at it, because I be getting lonely. I want to slash and dash with a buddy, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Does Eruption need to get changed or nerfed to the ground or even buffed? Let me know. Love y'all, take care, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.
To the beat, to the beat, y'all.
Check it out.
Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2.
1, 2, y'all.
What you going